We're not sure exactly how it's going to affect vehicle prices, but there's only a certain number of vehicles that are made in Mexico.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, will tariffs impact car prices in our neck of the woods? We're getting answers from a local dealership. Plus, going one-on-one with Joseph Sanchez's mom about the fatal crash which involved off-duty trooper Sarah Clayson. Also ahead, were you stuck in traffic near the Blue Bridge this morning? We'll tell you what happened. And Stacy has your first alert weather, but will also join us live from the Tulip Festival as the news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is on assignment. Happy Thursday. First at 5, get ready for the first ever Tulip Festival in our region. Stacy Lee joining us live from Middleton Farms with much more, and she has a look at our weather. Stacy, good evening.
Hey, Austin, it's a nice night, a little breezy, but yeah, the first ever and hopefully annual Tulip Festival ever in the Tri-Cities area in Eastern Washington that I know of. So we were so excited about it. We wanted to come out and give you all the details and information and your first look at some of the beautiful tulips growing in the fields here. Middleton Farms, of course, off the Colotus Highway. And I will tell you, we had a couple of sprinkles coming down on the windshield. I'm looking around and I'm seeing a few isolated sprinkles around the area, but that's going to go away. Let's take a look at that weather forecast.
All right, so those big H's floating around in the sky means sunshine and warmer temperatures, but we still are going to be dealing with another chilly night. So if you're heading out the door for any outdoor activities this evening, it is going to cool down once the sun does set, with temperatures around the area just slightly above freezing, but some of us will get down to that frost and freezing level, places like Pendleton and Ellensburg tonight. For tomorrow, a little cool in the Yakima-Kittitas Valley to start your day, but by midday, you'll start seeing the 50s, and look at all the bright globes on there. That means lots of sunshine as that ridge of high pressure starts to build, and we'll eventually start to see those warmer temperatures. So like I said, a chilly night tonight, 60s and 70s for the weekend. It's going to be lovely, perfect for Tulip Festival. The rain returns Monday and Tuesday, and we'll have cooler temperatures next week.
So yeah, tonight if you're coming on out now, Middleton Farms closes at 5 today, but they are open weekdays. I'll give you more details coming up. In just a little bit, we're going to have a live interview with Matt Middleton. We'll give you more about Tulip Fest, but right now I'm broadcasting live on this giant rocking chair. Back to you, Austin.
All right, Stacy, thank you for that. Now to your top headlines. New video tonight of a rollover crash at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick. Take a look. Here is what our news crews captured. As you can see here, one semi-truck rolled over and flipped on its side. This happened around the Blue Bridge right around 8 this morning. Now, they lost the contents of whatever was on that flatbed. Traffic was reduced to one lane while emergency crews cleaned up. We do know that traffic was backed up from the base of the bridge and all the way to the intersection of Clearwater and 395. No word yet on how the driver involved is doing. The cause of the crash is under investigation. Washington State Patrol, along with Kennewick PD, responded to reports of a two-car crash this morning just before 8 a.m. This occurred on 395 and 10th Avenue in Kennewick. Our crews were there as well, as you can see. It did cause some delays during the morning rush hour, but there were no injuries reported. With the auto tariffs now in effect, amounting to 25% for all imports, there is growing concern for the impact on the auto industry. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma spoke with the general manager at McCurley Honda, who felt uncertainty about how it will impact consumers locally. But he said communication with customers is the most important thing moving forward.
I think tariffs bring a lot of uncertainty to the auto industry, both for the customers and for the dealerships. Everybody's going to be concerned about how it's going to affect the cost of vehicles, parts and service. We're committed to working closely with our manufacturers to make sure we mitigate some of that.
As the second largest purchase for many households, experts say the tariffs could increase average car prices as many automakers are bracing for the additional costs. In other car business news, new tonight, we can confirm that a new company based out of Port Angeles has bought Pingree Ford and Sela, plus Yakima's Valley Ford and Valley Nissan. Price Auto Group has now taken over both dealerships. Current staff told us Thursday that the new owners will keep all current employees, and this move may also add even more staffing at the two locations in the future. Price Auto Group says they have Sela roots. Back in 1929, CEO David Price's grandfather relocated from Oklahoma, and a number of his family members actually followed him to the Sela area. To your money, Wall Street was rattled today after President Trump's historic tariff announcement spiked fears his policy could trigger a global recession. This morning, the Dow futures fell 1,200 points, while the S&P 500 was on pace for its worst day since 2022. The U.S. dollar tumbled to its lowest level since October, and global markets also experienced a very sharp drop. This rough start for stocks comes less than 24 hours after President Trump unveiled major tariffs on a majority of goods that are imported to the U.S. Some analysts say this move could set the U.S. economy and other economies into a recession. Now to an exclusive story and new on Apple Valley News Now at 5. A mother speaks out after losing her son in a car crash involving off-duty Washington State Patrol Trooper Sarah Clayson. Now, I sat down with Joseph Sanchez's mother from that crash on March 1st. She tells me that her world has been turned upside down since that night. It has been over a month since Yolimar Sanchez lost her oldest son of the family, 20-year-old Joseph Sanchez. She says since the day of that crash, Trooper Clayson's decision to get behind the wheel would have a lasting impact on her family's life. We have translated her interview from Spanish to English.
Pero se llevó lo más preciado que tenía en mi vida. Se llevó a una persona maravillosa.
She took away the most precious thing I had in my life. She took away a wonderful person and ruined all of us, the whole family. She ruined our lives because since my child left, we have been very sad. The house is very lonely, and I don't hold grudges against anyone, not even her. But I would like her to pay for what she did, because her being an educated person or a specialist in this area, she should have called an Uber and not driven drunk.
As of right now, the Richland Police Department have stated that their investigation is ongoing and is expected to continue throughout the month. You will be able to hear more from Sanchez's mother. That's coming up tonight at 6 as our Monique Ledesma will go even further in depth. Well, very important training is taking place at the Yakima Training Center this week. Check out this brand new video. For the rest of this week, Oregon Guard members are in action. This video captures the intensity of soldiers' preparation for the Horn of Africa deployment. Troops are seen on camera demonstrating their combat readiness with weapons qualifications, mine deployment and detonations, as well as C4 explosive charges are being prepped and fired. YT officials say the skills are critical for mission success overseas. And now to a training of a different kind, as Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue will conduct a prescribed wildland live fire training burn this Saturday, April 5th at Bowers Field Airport. The prescribed burn will be done in collaboration with multiple fire agencies from Kittitas and Yakima counties. In addition to training, this burn will provide hazard fuel mitigation for Bowers Field, helping to reduce vegetation around the airport. So do be advised that you may see smoke in the vicinity of the training burn. We have a heads up for Yakima residents. Next Wednesday, April 9th at 6 p.m. over at the Yakima Convention Center, former Governor Jay Inslee, community leader Maria Beltran, registered nurse Jacob Garcia, and a U.S. Army veteran are going to be participating in a town hall. It is free and open to the public. Panelists will deliver prepared remarks and take questions from randomly selected members of the audience. You can RSVP now for the event online. On the Education Watch now, one local school is working to improve their school lunch menus, and they've got volunteer taste testers. After feedback from students, families, and staff, the food services team from the Mabton School District is working to improve school lunches and breakfasts. This is in an effort to not only make them more nutritional, but also to make them better aligned with the preferences and tastes of students. The team has been tasting recipes, and students have been given an opportunity to not only taste test, but provide feedback. And the favorites, they may soon be on the menu. In Health Watch tonight, the Leapfrog Group releasing their hospital safety grades for Washington State based on expert panelists from universities around the country. The nonprofit provides voluntary surveys that dive into issues such as resources, safety, and quality based on 22 patient safety measures. Washington ranked 17th in the nation for safety, with 32.7% of their hospitals receiving an A grade. St. Clair Hospital in Lakewood was honored with being the top teaching hospital in the state. Some of the participating hospitals in our viewing area with getting a C grade includes Richland's Cadleck, Walla Walla's Providence, and Kennewick's Southridge. Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started. Still ahead, our Dan Hansen will have tonight's Kraken player profile. Plus, we are going to be talking about this story, Pasco Aviation Museum getting ready to open this weekend. We'll tell you more about that. Also ahead, Stacy will come on back. She'll have a look at your full First Alert forecast and join us live once again from Middleton Farms. Hey, a quick reminder to download our brand new Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for up-to-date information on all things weather. Just scan this QR code to download it right to your phone. We're on your side, and we're back right after this.
The Kraken are on the hunt, ready to make a splash in California waters. A battle at the Shark Tank is on the radar.
That's hockey, baby!
Kraken, Sharks, pregame at 6:30, Saturday on MeTV.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, new tariffs across the country unveiled by President Trump, including an auto tariff that'll impact people locally. Clear from the Curly dealership in Tri-Cities on exactly how tomorrow morning, right here from 5 to 7.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Baseball is back! Spring is here, and so are your Tri-City Dust Devils. Don't miss opening day, Friday, April 4th at Giza Stadium. Receive a free magnet schedule thanks to Tri-Cities Community Health, and stay for fireworks presented by CO Energy. Opening weekend continues Saturday, April 5th with another fireworks show brought to you by Yolks Fresh Market. For tickets, head to the official site, DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Like most people, my days are nonstop. When I'm working, I need to stay focused, not worried about my finances. That's why I went looking for a bank that makes managing my money effortless. Apple was exactly what I needed. Helpful people with easy-to-use tools. Now, I spend less time stressing about money and more time doing the things I enjoy. Where do you credit union?
Dear Freedom, what forms do you take? More miles driven? More dollars saved? More life embraced? And more electrified vehicles than any other brand? Yours, Toyota Hybrids. That's right, Toyota has more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to Apple Valley News Now live at 5 on this Thursday. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy is on assignment. Hey, some exciting news out of the city of Pasco. The Pasco Aviation Museum is opening its doors this weekend. Once a very busy naval air station during World War II, this historic site played a crucial role in military aviation history. The Pasco Aviation Museum has some new additions this year, including more artifacts.
We had so many people call or just come into the airport and say, my uncle served during World War II right here on the Navy base, and I have his uniform and I have his logbook.
Very cool. Since opening in 2018, the museum has taken off, hosting a local astronaut, Kayla Barron, filming a blockbuster film called Devotion as well. The museum opens this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The first 50 students get a free patch. Tickets for adults are just $10. Students and seniors, $5. Veterans get in for free.
The Kraken Player Profile, sponsored by Prosser Memorial Health.
All right, it is time for tonight's Kraken Player of the Week feature. Here's Dan Hansen, who explains why Kaapo Kakko is the man to highlight.
You've heard the name before, and for good reason. Kaapo Kakko is one of Seattle's stars. As one of the team's newest players, Kakko is definitely earning his place on the roster. In this week's game against Dallas, the right winger put the Kraken on the board in just 62 seconds with the help of teammate Jaden Schwartz. Kakko had this to say about scoring for the Kraken.
I feel I'm a lot outside in the corners and behind the net. I feel I can find somebody else over there, but if you want to score more goals, I think you gotta get to the net more, and I think that's still something I can get better.
A complete breakdown in coverage for the Dallas Stars, and it's a 1-0 lead for the home team.
Unfortunately, Kakko's early goal was the only one in the game, leaving the Dallas Stars to win 3-1. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Dan, thank you for that. In minor league hockey, the Tri-City Americans had their backs against the wall last night, needing a victory to extend their season. They did just that, getting goals from 6 different players in a 6-4 win over the Victoria Royals in Game 4 of their playoff series, forcing a Game 5, which is set for tomorrow night at the Toyota Center. Attendance was almost 2,369 people.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Yeah, that's right, Austin. We are live tonight at Middleton Farms, getting ready for the first ever and hopefully annual Tulip Festival. With me is Matt Middleton. Matt, what gave you this crazy idea to grow tulips in Eastern Washington?
Oh, I didn't think we could, and then I was talking to a bunch of friends at this conference I would go to every year, and they said, you got to do it. We almost did it last year and just didn't jump on the gun, and then they told me you have to do it, so we decided to bring tulips to Eastern Washington. Yep.
There you go. All right, I see, I don't know, how many acres is this, and how many tulips do you have?
Yeah, there's 5 acres, and we have 41 different varieties out here, and all different types of colors.
And then you were telling me a few minutes ago that the tulips came from where?
From the Netherlands, yeah. The guys from the Netherlands, our Bold wholesalers, came here last week. We're checking up on how we did growing them for the first time. So they were actually pretty happy how they've been turning out.
And since I do weather, is our climate good for this type of crop?
Yeah, it's cool. The cool spring weather is perfect. If it gets a little hot, we get a little nervous, but as long as it stays below 70 or those low 70s, it's perfect.
And absolutely. So that's Matt, of course, with Middleton Farms. And yeah, Matt, the weather's going to hang and be just perfect for everyone this weekend if you're going to come check out Tulip Fest. I'll give you more details online in just a bit. Let's take a look at that weather forecast.
All right, we're waiting for that ridge of high pressure to cross that jet stream, and that's going to start occurring tomorrow. There it is. It builds with warmer and drier weather coming our direction. There's still some activity when you get into Montana and Wyoming and further to the east. The ridge is going to stay firmly in place on Saturday, but will start to move out on Sunday. So nice, warm and dry for the Pacific Northwest on Saturday. Sunday's when we're going to see a little bit of change coming in with clouds developing and potential showers first on the west side, then to the east. Futurecast, we have a few clouds. They're going to move on out. Look at this. We'll see a beautiful day to start our Friday with clear skies all day long. Grab your shades. You're going to be needing those. Those clouds start moving in Saturday morning across the mountains, but we stay clear and dry here in the east. So it's looking really, really good. Now, next potential chances for rain. Pretty good chance there on Monday in Ellensburg. Yakima looking at a 60% chance on Monday, but we'll start to see chances beginning on Sunday. Walla Walla is going to be much wetter for Monday and then a slight chance on Tuesday. And then Tri-Cities is looking pretty good. So as you can see, we have a very dry weekend for the Tri-Cities. Monday, pretty good chance of showers there. Now, another big event coming up, of course, we've got Dust Devils opening day. So if you're going to be going to check that out tomorrow, it's going to be in the 60s and sunny, but do grab a coat. Once the sun goes down, it'll cool down. So looking pretty good for that opener. We've been tracking some breezy to gusty winds and overall not too bad. You will see some windy conditions developing in the Ellensburg area overnight. Winds will be a little bit breezy here and there, but not too much, nothing to worry about, and not worrying about the dust. What it is doing is pushing up those pollen counts, and those pollen counts are really, really high. If you're sensitive to alder, ash, birch, or any of the other pollens flying around in our air, you'll want to take note of those high counts for the next several days. Again, tonight's going to be on the chilly side. Look for our temperatures down in the 30s, down to that frosty freezing level in Pendleton and Ellensburg, and just slightly above that in the rest of the area. Here's your 7-day planning forecast. We have that nice weekend warm up Sunday, 72 Tri-Cities, and then the rain returns. Temperatures cool back down into the 60s, but still pretty pleasant and mild weather going forward into our second week of April. Breezy winds Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Yakima with a slight chance of showers. Temperatures not quite getting up to 70 degrees in Yakima. Here's what it looks like in Ellensburg. Look for sunshine tomorrow. More clouds and a slight chance of rain developing Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be breezy in the Ellensburg area. And also watch for those winds picking up tonight in Ellensburg. Walla Walla also pleasant and beautiful for the weekend. A few clouds. Great weekend to do some wine tasting or get outside and enjoy a little golf. Breezy as we get into next week with cooler temperatures on the way. And finally, Hermiston also looking very nice for the weekend. Sunshine with breezy winds. So overall, not a bad looking forecast and definitely a weekend to get out and enjoy the local weather.
And yes, the weather is going to be cooperating for the first ever annual Tulip Fest here at Middleton Farms. Matt, tell us how we get in, what does it cost, and so on.
Yeah, so the hours are 9 to 5. We're open every single day except Easter. I think we might have tulips all the way till May. You can find tickets at middletonfarms.com. It's $4 cheaper online, so I highly recommend going online, buying your tickets before you get here. And then you just come up in the parking lot, and then you can buy tickets at the gate, but save that $4 by online.
Good advice. So there you go. Again, check out the Tulip Fest. It's going on all month long. Back to you.
All right, Stacey, thank you. We'll be right back.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. At Spectrum, we believe every day unlocks unlimited possibilities to bring you closer to the people and places you love. Spectrum transforms your gaming experience into a galaxy of adventures. And with the fastest, most reliable internet, you're always front row to the entertainment you love, no matter where you are. Get Spectrum Internet Premier for $30 per month when bundled plus a 3-year price guarantee. Call 1-833-440-0029. Spectrum Internet puts streaming live TV, sports, and popular apps all at your fingertips.
Are you suffering with foot pain? Prosser Orthopedic Center podiatrist Dr. Jared Clifford is board certified and now accepting new patients. His services include arthroscopic ankle surgery, foot and ankle fractures, heel pain, diabetic foot care, and more. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Clifford or learn more about podiatry services at Prosser Orthopedic Center, call 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org.
The
White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Hi, I'm Stacy Lee, and I'm inviting you on a holidays vacation tour. Join me as we experience New England's fall foliage, October 2nd to the 10th. Our journey begins with a tour of historic Boston. We then travel to New Hampshire's White Mountains to admire the spectacular colors, before ending our vacation in New York City with an included Broadway musical. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword Apple Valley, to request a brochure, watch a travel show, and book this tour.
We are Grocery Outlet, and we are your Bargain Bliss Market. What's Bargain Bliss? You know that feeling you get when you find the name brands you know and love, but for way, way less? That's Bargain Bliss. Everyone's favorite sale is back. The 20% off wine sale is on now through April 8th. We have hundreds of wines to choose from at prices so low you won't believe it. And every single bottle is 20% off. Stock up now before April 8th.
Grocery Outlet, Bargain Market.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started this business. We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make camping fun!
Let's do the Spotlight at 5. The superintendent of Walla Walla Public Schools was honored by the Washington State House of Representatives. Dr. Wade Smith was honored with a resolution to honor his accomplishments, including having the highest on-time grad rate. Smith has been the district superintendent for the past 9 years. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Send me an email, areed@applevalleyNewsNow.com. Final word next.
The 3-Degree Guarantee, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
This week, Walker's Furniture is turning spring cleaning into spring savings with an indoor garage sale. Save up to 70% off all clearance and closeout items. Plus, special financing is available this week at Walker's.
At US Cellular, we're celebrating our customers, like JP here. It's a special event. Us days.
Yeah, we get special rewards and exclusive deals, and it's only for US Cellular customers. It's like we got our own special club.
Should we show them?
Us Days at US Cellular. Right now, our customers can get $1,200 off any phone plus $500 off any tablet.
At Fred's, not only do we guarantee the best prices, we prove it. Our live price card keeps things transparent, showing you real-time prices. No gimmicks, just the best prices on in-stock, get-it-today inventory. And when it comes to beating the big box stores, our prices aren't just competitive, they're unbeatable. Check out how we stack up. Whether it's this amazing new fridge or this energy-efficient dishwasher, Fred's prices are always the best. At Fred's, we sell appliances, only appliances.
It's the National RV Show at the Pendleton Convention Center, April 4th through the 8th. Get amazing discount prices from manufacturers from across the country, like Grand Design, StarCraft, and more. And $2,500 over NADA for your trade. There's show-only financing with zero down, rates as low as 5.99, and no payments till July. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. And every purchase gets a free 65-inch TV. So don't miss the best deals of the season at the National RV Show at the Pendleton Convention Center.
If you have to ask why it's important to start your day early, here's your answer.
Because early is easy with a medium iced coffee, caramel or classic, for just $2.29.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with a personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
This week, Walker's Furniture is turning spring cleaning into spring savings with an indoor garage sale. Save up to 70% off all clearance and closeout items. Plus, special financing is available this week at Walker's.
Fireworks, baseball, and Saturday night. Apple Valley News News Now welcomes back our boys of summer, the Tri-City Dust Devils. Be sure and arrive early to win almost fabulous prizes from Apple Valley News Now. Fireworks and baseball, Saturday night. Be there.
Next, E.T.
It's big, it's loud.
Hemsworth, Halle, exclusive details about their new movie, Together.
You're gonna get it.
Plus, Naomi Watts and Bill Murray.
That's enough.
That's yes.
Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
And a final look at your weather. Again, chilly temperatures tonight down in the 30s. A little cool start for your morning on Friday, but the day gets better progressively. Temperatures start to warm, and look for wall-to-wall sunshine. You're going to need those sunglasses. Put away the rain gear. You're not going to need that until next week. Back to you.
Here at 5, more news at 6. World News is next. Hoping your news is good news. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Bye-bye.